And they learn. All right, if I sit out there and I try to do too many moves, the guy's coming from behind. That's the best way to learn. Use the senses. Okay, use all the senses, not just sound or clap. So this one, you can't see. He's trying to use feel. He's trying to use sound from the athlete's feet. When he turns around, he's trying to look at his shadow. This is a low level, one of our first things we did that day. Trying to initiate different senses within our training. Touch. I'm using touch and pressure to many things. A lot of times we put athletes in positions, I'll lean on it. A sense of pressure allows athletes to learn. Again, we're coming in, and you listen to his feet coming in. We're doing and you see every rep is different in terms of stance, start, space, all that good stuff. And so, I'm sure some people are thinking, well, this is that seems pretty ridiculous. Shaquille Barkley had a touchdown this year. They asked him, how'd you get away from the defender? You know what he said? I saw his shadow. He saw his shadow and ran away from the shadow. That was one of the most outstanding instances of perception action I've ever heard of. He saw the shadow and ran away from it. So there is importance to some of this stuff. Disadvantage, advantage. So in these situations,
1, 2, 3.
Offense,
Go! 1, 2, 3. And go! 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go! 1, 2, 3. Set. Go! 1, 2. Go! 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Jake, go! 1, 2.
That was a championship round. We had athletes, those are the last 2 winning. If you get tagged, you get a life. 3 lives, you're out. Those are the last 2 standing. We had athletes to the left, you think he's going to win. Athletes to the right, you think she's going to win. There's a punishment if they pick the wrong side. Competition, arousal. You hear them yell at the end there. Small-sided games. This is really popular in soccer and basketball and rugby and whatnot. But we use games. We play games, we try to constrain games that allow for teamwork, that allow for the manipulation of the ball. Watch here, you use a pass, we're watching see underneath for a goal. That's a skill that carries over to a lot of different sports. It doesn't have to be necessarily specific to your sport. You look at my athletes, they tend to be pretty young athletes, because it's fun, engaging, they're working on many different coordination skills. They're working on communication with another person. So small side games is another thing that we like to do. It's a good way too for different kind of energetic demands to set up a game that allows for, that's what we use as conditions for many other cases. So overview. Swallow your whistle. Why does every drill have to start with a whistle? I never understand that. You saw yesterday during Sean's kind of warm-up, not a single thing was initiated on the whistle. It was all on us. You go, you go. Swallow your whistle and let things initiate drills or sprints, whatever it may be, on athletes. Manipulate space, time, stance, it's more than 1 versus 1. Get over the concept of 1 versus 1. Add a stimulus, a decision as much as possible. If you coach a team and you have the luxury of having like 20, 30, 40 bodies, use those bodies. That's Rob Gray said it was the cheapest tool you have is human bodies. Right? And in small groups, it can be tough sometimes when you have large group teams. Use those bodies. Be creative, use those bodies. So discussion number 2 to think about and ponder. The question I get a lot, I'm sure many in this room get a lot. Well, what about the basics? Athletes have to learn arithmetic before they can learn calculus. They got to know that B comes after A and C comes after B before they can learn how to spell. Athletes need to learn closed drills and technique in a closed drill before they can go more reactive and open. I'm sure many of you guys have heard that before. Well, those arguments are pretty stupid, to be honest with you, because those are purely cognitive. They deal with declarative, universal knowledge. We know 2 plus 2 equals 4. In movement, 4 can be, you can get the 4 any way you want. The solution is up to the mover. So in many cases, there are no set basics. Ask research, what is ideal agility technique, or change of direction technique? They can't tell you. Every athlete's a little bit different. Skill movement for sport is not learning a movement and repeating it over and over again in the same way, in the same manner. It's not what skill movement is. Movement isn't enhanced without context. get in open environments are too risky. As you saw there, and I'll show you guys in a little bit, I'm going to show some progressions of that. You can add a stimulus, perception that isn't risky, isn't overly chaotic. And for me, if you guys look at some of the best movers at any sport, at any age, high school kids, think about the best high school athlete you have, or college, professional, or all time. What stands out about those movers? To me, they're creative. They have great dexterity. They're adaptable. Movement, you cannot create those skills from preset movement training. Athletes aren't going to become creative or dexterity or adaptable if they're doing run point A, then the point B to point C. You can only create those skills, and those are skills, if you allow that in your training. You allow those things to emerge and create an environment that emphasizes those things. And the last thing is, you can't study, Sean, you can't study action without studying perception and attention. Don't uncouple movement there, okay? In the weight room, I'll keep this one short and sweet. There's some things in the weight room that we can do to bring out context and intent for athletes. We tease out movements, positions, postures. I like to use ISOs and tempos. We move slow, intensity the body's attention to allow field sensations. Contrast, we're helping here in Minnesota. The French contrast is huge. I think probably the biggest benefit of the French contrast is motor learning. That the athletes are going through a similar movement pattern with different loads, different velocities. That is a big stress in the brain, and you're basically learning through that. That's the biggest benefit of French contrast. And we use our rest periods. I know those in the college setting might not be able to do this, but for our football guys, we're catching passes between sets. We get our own linemen, we're doing pass sets of each other between sets. We're trying to do skill work, cognitive work, hand-eye coordination work between sets. Augmented feedback, again, this is the biggest benefit of the velocity-based training, is kind of the augmented feedback where the velocity-based training gives back to the athlete there. For me, it's doing a great job of increasing buy-in and motivation with their athletes. They can see the context, they can see the carryover. We can argue whether it's really that beneficial or not, but our athletes are brought into it. They enjoy it. It's not hard to do some of these things. For one, here's a track athlete, she's a sprinter, 11-9-year-old this year, 12-5, she had trouble creating pressure and tension in the blocks. She could get out great on her own, but when we added the gun, she struggled. Add a whistle to her lips. Learn how to create tension, feel pressure. You can argue if this really helped or whatnot, but she found benefit from it. And that's the most important thing. We brought a little bit of the track, we're not getting too crazy, a little bit of the track to the weight room, and it benefited her tremendously. As simple as adding a sled, a blocking bag to a sled. Blocking bag to a sled, also know I'm just like, this is awesome. This is just like plugging. It's just adding, it's the small things that make a big difference. Small things that add a big difference. And here's discussion point number 3. Should the weight room be specific? That's a question we get all the time as well. Should there be components of specificity in the weight room? Or should the weight room at best be a general place? These are questions to ponder. I don't know. Up for discussion there. Finally, goal as a coach would be to facilitate rather than instruct. Create environments that requires athletes to use a wide range of skills. Encourage risk, failure, and creativity in your athletes. Don't coach those things out of the athletes. Encourage risk. When they fail, be encouraging in that situation and allow athletes creativity to express their authentic movement patterns. The bottom there, this is something that I've come to know in the last 3 years, is it's harder to create an environment and let that environment facilitate learning than make explicit drills and explicitly coach. After 12 hours of coaching a day, I'd much rather throw some columns, some mini hurdles, and have athletes do that stuff, rather than setting up an environment and being involved in that environment, trying to be creative in that sense. I think that's much, much harder. I think it's the easy way out to do pre-planned column drills, ladder drills, mini hurdle drills, than it is to actually create an environment, take time, evaluate the sport, evaluate the athletes, to create an environment that allows these movements and facilitate these movement patterns to emerge. That's all I got. I hope we get like 6 or 8 volunteers and come over here and do a little bit of movement. So I know we need like 20 or so over here just to pick up the chairs and move them to the right, and we'll be over here.